Hey, what's up, everybody? This is the first. It's not really the first. I guess it's like a trailer or maybe even a preview episode of the Mentally Ill Filmmakers Diary. And so, if you don't know me, I am a filmmaker who is also a screenwriter. I'm just starting out in my filmmaking career. I made 2 short films last year, and but I've been doing screenwriting since I was 15. I'm now 36, so do with that what you will. But I'm also a business school student, so I'm learning how to build a business. Currently, trying to build one for creatives like us. And I also do a podcast known as the Mentally Ill Creative Podcast, which is where I interview creatives from all different mediums, and I talk to them about their journey, their history, as well as their battles with mental health. And so I wanted to do a podcast that would be more just me talking about some of the stuff that's going on in my world, some of the stuff that's helping me, some of the stuff that may be helpful down the line. I also kind of wanted to create a vault of information that I can go back to someday, and like if I get stuck, if I need inspiration, if I need to see progress that I've made from where I was to wherever I am when I need to see it, and then hopefully everything that I share will bring value to you. The idea is that daily I want to connect with the audience, you guys, as well as just record these thoughts and feelings based on stuff that I'm finding in these 5 different areas. And every single day I hope to bring value to not only myself in the future, but also to you in the present. So how do I break that down? What do I do? So on Mondays, I'd like to do Mindful Monday. And on Mindful Monday, we're going to talk about mental health, the challenges that we face. I want to be transparent and talk about some of the stuff that I'm dealing with as a creative. What are some of those challenges and why my mental health is either a priority or how it's hindering me from moving forward and what I'm trying to do about it. On Tuesdays, we're doing business school Tuesdays, where I talk about what I'm learning in business school and how what I'm learning can be applied to gaining a career in business, because I know a lot of times as creatives we tend to neglect the business side of things because we love to create so much. So if I could find some strategies that might be helpful to you guys, that'll help you ultimately navigate the industry, whatever industry you're in, whether you're a filmmaker or you're a musician or an animator, whatever you may be, applying these business skills to make it so that you have the ability to make the thing that you want to do full time the thing that you actually do full time, and are able to pay the bills and provide for your families or whatever at the same time. So hopefully on Tuesdays you'll be able to get those skills. On Wednesdays, I want to do a writing sprint. So I'm going to go live every single Wednesday on YouTube for a half an hour. And I'm going to write either based off of a screenwriting prompt, and you can write with me. Or since I'm entering this competition in May, I'm thinking about, in June. I think it might be June or May. I'm not sure. Somewhere down the line. I might be writing that first draft with you guys, and you guys can see it every Wednesday what I'm doing for that half an hour. I'll be open to asking questions, so if you have questions, feel free to ask, but mostly I'd like to just focus on the writing part, and I'd love it if you guys write with me. So if you can find me on YouTube to do that. And then on Thursdays, I'm doing Philosophy Thursday. So every Thursday, I want to dive into philosophical concepts. Philosophy is a major passion of mine. Someone who practices Stoicism. It's a major passion of mine, and I also feel like it truly does inspire and feed into my creative work. I feel like as a director and as a writer, it makes me feel. It allows me to connect with the characters, the world, and the themes that are in it a lot better. And I think if we break down some philosophical concepts and talk about them, they may inspire some of your work as well. And then lastly, on Fridays, we're doing Screenwriting Fridays. Screenwriting Fridays are basically, I'm going to break down a screenwriting technique that one every single Friday. I'm not going to do a whole bunch of different ideas. It's going to be one technique each Friday, break it down, how it works for me, how it works in general, how it might work for you, and you can go from there. The question that I know a lot of people would have is, why would I listen to this? Why would I listen to this podcast? Who is it for me? The thing is that every single day of the week is a different thing and a different topic. So maybe you're not a screenwriter, and so Fridays and Wednesdays may not be relevant to you. But maybe you do struggle with mental health as a creative and would like to talk about that, or hear how somebody else is dealing with struggles, or maybe just feeling like you're not alone. So Mondays would be great for you. Or maybe you're an entrepreneur who's really trying to figure out how to navigate the world of starting a business and dealing with that. And maybe you're a creative who wants to start a business or make money with what they're doing but don't quite know how to do it. Tuesdays will be your thing. Or maybe you don't care anything about any of those things, and but you like philosophy, and you like talking about, Socrates and Plato, and you like talking about Western philosophy or even Eastern philosophy, and you're very, very interested in what all that means, and you're interested in questions about metaphysics and aesthetics and logic and ethics, and those are things that are really interesting to you. Thursday would be for you. Or, like I said, maybe you're a screenwriter and you really, really want to learn how to get better at what you're doing. Fridays and Wednesdays will be the day for you. Or maybe you're all of it, and in that case, show up all week. No, it doesn't matter to me as long as it's beneficial to you. So ultimately, I look forward to sharing this with you guys. Tomorrow, I'm going to do my first episode of Mindful Mondays, and yeah, I hope that it benefits you guys. I hope that it helps. If not, I'm totally talking to myself, and I guess that's totally fine too, because it's nothing new. But yeah, thank you for listening. And again, this is the Mentally Ill Filmmakers Diary. And don't forget to check out some of the older episodes of the Mentally Ill Creative Podcast. Those are interview episodes. I'm currently on a break. My grandmother passed away a couple months ago, and I've been grieving and just really trying to get back to the place where I can start doing that again. So I'm kind of taking a season break, and then I'm going to pick back up with new episodes and going from just audio to video. As I'm doing with this podcast. So, again, thank you so much for listening, and I hope this benefits you in some way. Thanks.